Good morning, friends. This is Corky, the Plum Creek Booksmith, and I'm back with a Thrifted Thursday. Thursday thrifting? Thrifted Thursday. I don't remember the right term, but it's a collaboration with my friend Dale from Not Too Shabby Chic, and I will put the link or the hashtag in my description below. Also, I want to let you know that I have a sale going on store-wide at my Etsy shop, and it's from now till or through Christmas, and it's 15% store-wide. You need to have the code, and the code is Mary Bright 15. Also, I'll put a link with that code below as well. So now let's get started, because I have a bunch. I attended an online auction again, and picked my things up, maybe a week ago. Haven't had a chance to do this, so I got up bright and early this morning. Nobody else is up. So I haven't had a chance to yell at my husband yet, so I don't know what my voice is going to do. I'll keep drinking a little bit of coffee. We'll see how this goes. So I'm planning on doing maybe just half of the haul today and maybe half next week or later on in this week. So I got this great big scrapbook, and it's pretty thick, and it's full of correspondence things. Mainly, there's a few pictures over here of it must be the owner of the scrapbook, I think. Date 1945, 1945. And so I'm hoping, yeah, these come out, so that'll be nice if I want to use them. And then this is some kind of certificate. Sister Edith McCullen, who died October 27th, 1945. Resolutions of respect in memory of, and it has a seal on it. Oh, I'm not in frame, I'm sorry. It has a raised seal. Some of the pages, I think as I get a little further in, they came apart, but it's mainly correspondence. The first part of this, I think, must center around the funeral, because it talks about people having brought in things. Thank you cards. It has like a little write-up about the funeral. And then these must be cards that were, came with flowers, you know what I mean? These little tiny cards, and then it has the person who sent the flowers. So then later on, it's a lot of, here's a lot more of those flower cards. And then sympathy with deepest sympathy. Yeah, some of these pages are coming undone when I try to open. But a lot of envelopes with sympathy cards inside. Yeah, a lot of them are that, which is fine. It makes me kind of sad that it's kind of a sympathy card book. But that's life. So I don't know what I'll end up doing with all of these. Oh, well, then as we get in here a little further, we go past the sympathy part, and now there's Christmas cards. That looks like that might be another sympathy card. That one, this one looks like a fall kind of card. Happy Thanksgiving. Christmas. So it's not all sympathy, thank goodness. And then we have some letters, still in envelopes, but the envelopes are stuck to the paper. So we'll have to figure out what to do without all of those. Mainly correspondence is the theme of this entire scrapbook. And then we get to the blank pages. I had another scrapbook not too long ago, had a lot of blank pages, or it was after I was able to lift things off, because that particular one, things were just on with tape, so they came off really easy. So I cut these down to 8.5 by 11. I started printing on them. Oops. And I have an example here somewhere. Here's one. An example of printing on this yellowed scrapbook paper. I guess it's always kind of yellow when you buy it. But look at that, how that prints off, and I'm planning on just cutting around all of these and using them in my scrapbooks, in my junk journals. So that gives you guys an idea of what you can do. Okay, this one came with it too. It's an old atlas, so I don't feel bad about cutting it apart. I've been needing some map pages lately, so here we go on that. This little, it looks like a book, but it's just a box, and like a treasure box. I don't know exactly what this was. It looks like just a little length of fabric, and it's kind of a, I don't know, kind of a really light velvet velour kind of fabric, and somebody painted on it. So I suppose maybe it was inside a frame at one time. But it was special to somebody that wanted to keep it all these years. And here's a Boy Scout scarf. If anybody's got Boy Scout memorabilia and is interested in that, let me know. Here's a little boy's cap. A little fluff on it. There you go. And this is an envelope full of little snapshots. And I'm so glad they're not all rounded. So many times you get these snapshots and they haven't been kept flat and they're all rounded, and they are miserable to try and straighten, and so they end up going in the trash. Here's a little book called, it's the Gospel of St. John, and so that's kind of nice. I'll probably put that inside a prayer journal. Here's a pretty little butterfly. Here's a bunch of negatives. I like that size. They're kind of fun. And here's a puzzle piece I've been looking for. And then I don't know exactly what this is. It must have dried some little flowers within some, looks like batting, quilt batting. Look at that. I've never seen flowers that color. Anyway, those will probably go in the trash. And so that's that little special box. This, I'm going to look up and see how much this is worth. These are like maps of wartime, I think. I don't know if the soldiers all received these. I don't know. I don't know the story behind these. I have two of them, and both of them they're different. The battle route of the 12 Corps in the European Theater of Operations. And I'm not sure the date on it, if it's, oh, here it is, June of 45, so it's World War II. So I just thought this was really interesting, so I want to kind of check on the value of these. I think they might be worth something at least, and they're in such good shape. So here's another one. It's just, it's not as large, but it's, you know, it's the same kind of thing. Army songbook that could go with it. Camp Kilmer. Oh, it's 1945 as well. So it's just a little, must have been a little handout they gave to the recruits. Here's the 1932 catalog, the Gardner Nursery Company from Osage, Iowa. So that's kind of a fun little pamphlet. 1943 Notice of Classification. I think it had something to do with maybe the war bonds or the, you know, the stamps that they all got, ration stamps. Merry Christmas wishes, sweetheart, and a letter inside it. And what else? And a little poem. So that's kind of fun. A nice little insert in a Christmas journal, which I have my last one almost done and ready to film. And I think that's going to be my last one for the year. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to love using this one. It's very pretty. Here's Thinking of You on your birthday card. Look at those pretty flowers. Another sympathy card. Birthday greeting. Birthday greeting. Here's a piece out of a calendar. It looks like 1935. Those will be fun to use. We've got August. We've got December this time. September, October, and November, and August. So, oh, and here's something else that might be of value. A Singer Model 221 instruction manual. And these are kind of fun too. Save this card for future reference. And it's for an old self-heating flat iron. Oh boy, comes with a full can of something. Looks like a gas can. Oh, and then here's a little special little box of trinkets and pictures. Okay. And then I was really excited about this when I saw it online, and it said postcards, and I thought, oh, it's gonna be full of postcards. But I do love the book. I love this book. Look at that. Wouldn't that be a fun little book? Little, like three little bears. And then there were a few postcards. There is a letter or a card in an envelope, and it's a birthday card with a full letter inside. That's a lot of writing inside there. Anyway, so there's that page of postcards, there's that page of postcards, and that page of postcards, and then no more. So either the collection didn't go any farther or somebody swiped all my postcards. Nah, it looks like it hasn't really been used, so I will maybe turn this into a junk journal. We'll see. It's just begging to be used. These are pretty fun. I know you guys are going to love these. Little envelopes full of negatives for photography. And inside here also that are holding all the negatives, there are these yummy envelopes or little bags, I guess. So these will be going into some junk journals just because they're fun. And they probably are from the 40s or 50s. See if there's a date. Unfortunately, I don't see a date. But I just thought that was kind of fun. 2 of them full of negatives. I don't know if any of you have ever participated in any of your local online auctions, but oh my goodness, they're lots of fun if you get a chance. These were from a town. Oh, look at that. Some fun tape. I'll have to get those removed and used up. But this one was from a town that's probably 40 miles away, so it wasn't that bad. I did one a while back, and I wasn't able to get to pick things up, so a friend of mine closer to that area picked it up, and it was this great big ledger, and it was advertised that it was late 1800s. Unfortunately, it was unused. I have all of the ledger sheets in it, nothing written on them. So I think I'll probably be harvesting the pages out and just use the pages for book pages. So if anybody's interested in them, I will probably sell them on my Etsy store, because the whole ledger is huge and it weighs more than it's worth for anybody to want to pay for shipping on it. Not really sure. Easy to make gifts on a small budget. And then this is a book, teacher's textbook. We have a Bible. It must have been that year's maybe theme for teaching kids in Sunday school. So then this is one of my favorite acquisitions. One of my favorite purchases. That's what I'll say. That makes more sense. And it's a box full of keys. Not just any key. And these little, I guess key fobs. Not fobs. They're not fobs. I can't think of the word. But it must have been like a bowling alley locker key, because it had these numbers. And so then this one has a key on it. However, I don't know if that's what it was to. This one, I think whoever had these just needed these to keep their keys together, you know, since these aren't actually going to whatever this was for. I don't know. Maybe they do. But anyway, look at all these keys and these little identification key holder. I'm in love. So I will probably use some of these in my junk journal, at least these things, because you wouldn't want to put these in your junk journal, maybe one at a time. But I was just so curious about it, and I almost missed it. It was only when I was that night of when everything starts closing out, I saw this picture of a box of keys, and I got to looking closer, and I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't see that before. So I started bidding on it, and I got it, and I didn't have to bid too long, and it was over, and I won, thank goodness. Some of these things just happen, and I just get lucky now and then. So I just love this. Anyway, so that's that, and then the rest of the box, this is the end of this particular video, and it's just some Cappers Weekly magazines. So I'll probably just bundle these up and sell these. They're from 1981, so they're not too old. But I don't know if Cappers Weekly is even in, I don't know if they are anything anymore. So I will probably just sell these. I don't really use newspaper things much unless there's some fun ads. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, here's some good ads. So we'll see. Anyway, so that's all I got for today. I'll be back again with maybe the next installment of this particular online auction. I am Corky the Plum Creek Booksmith. Give me a like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And give me, oh, yeah, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't miss out on any of these very exciting videos. And go to my Etsy store. The link for the sale will be down below. Have a spectacular day, friends. Goodbye now.